Hello. Um, Hello. Hi guys. This is my first ever live. So actually, I'm live streaming after 1 year. So yeah. So as discussed previously in the Reddit post and everything, now I'm going to build a chat application in FlutterFlow. So this is something I wanted to start from past 2 years, and now finally I'm doing it. So basically, the idea is creating a chat application in FlutterFlow, which can be both responsive to mobile and web, and users can they can use it dynamically, either to create a support chat, one-on-one chat, a group chat, and however dynamically they wanted to use. So the idea is going from scratch, building one by one features. So this particular chat application, as you see in the particular screen share, you can see we have the timestamps of that particular message. We have the seen unseen check marks, which we are also tracking just like WhatsApp. And you can see the particular time group of that particular messages is sticking to the top. It's just like a sticky thing. It will change as we scroll based on the time frame what we are viewing of that particular thing. And also users can search particular user to chat with, and once they click on that, they can chat. And so slowly we'll add more features like voice messages, adding multi-file sharing, notifications, etc. So currently, this particular chat, what you are seeing, is directly built within FlutterFlow's Firebase schema, and also for optimizing it more. So we'll slowly. So this is a series based tutorial. So we'll start with basic, and as we move on, face more challenges, we'll try to optimize it more and more. So for the finally, to make sure that the chat experience is instant, if possible we'll use cloud functions, where based on the message type, it'll automatically decide which message user is intending to send, and it'll update the database accordingly, so it'll be instant, right? And also notifications are managed accordingly within the cloud function based on the user message interaction. So this is the idea. Let's get started. So as I said, like the goal of this live streaming is building everything from scratch live, just instead of me creating a um, script and editing it step by step, where a lot of the minor things which is more important while building an app we miss during that phase. We just show the success parts of that particular step, so the user is stuck with what exactly to do when they face any errors or any nulls in the thing. They're very confused to see, to very confused, and rather they stuck for days to fix that particular thing. So because of that reason, I wanted to start as live stream, so showing you each and every minor detail. If you start from scratch right now with me, you'll also understand how the structure is there is how the project is structured, and each and everything is linked. So let's say you face any issues in future, so you can easily trace back to what's happening and what is causing that particular error. So this is a goal. It's just experimentation. Let's see how the things go. And also my way of building is, now I start the project, and also on the side I'm planning to document the process very well. So once we complete the application, I'm also planning to edit the particular clips to make a small compressed, where it is of 1 or 2 hours, and users can build the success parts of the. They can just watch success parts and they can build. The purpose of live stream is collaboration, where users can just collaborate with me live and build with me. And also, if they face any issues, they can just directly ask me and we can discuss live. So this is the intention. So this is it. Let's get started, and we'll see how the progress go. And yeah, we'll start with creating the project. We'll name it as custom chat. Custom chat app. And let's check the theme. Yeah. Start building here. So this live stream is going to be a little bit long because I'm showing each and every step. So the purpose is just the collaboration. At the end, anyway, I'm going to create a detailed cut by cut video tutorials, which is around 1 or 2 hours. So yeah, we'll delete all this. So for step number 1 would be setting up the project for next steps, which is connecting Firebase, creating schemas, UI, and all the steps. So we have a custom chat. We can create a link Firebase to this. So eventually, when we evolve on this series, once we complete Firebase, I'm also planning to go with full API backend and also using Superbase as backend. Even that series is we are planning to do it. I'm using my test Firebase account here. I'll copy project ID. You can also create a, if you don't have experience about Firebase, how the things work, you can also create a project directly from FlutterFlow. Once you can click create project, connect your Google account, and you can automatically create a Firebase project, and it will be connected to FlutterFlow. So here now I'll connect this. I'll name my company name, Firebase Meta, custom chat app. We're also intending to do it for web, so we'll enable web. Set up Firebase. We'll connect Firebase ID. Enable authentication. User collection, yes. At home. Actually, it should be opposite here. So this is very important step. Once you connect the Firebase account, Okay. Yeah, I mean, I just wanted to build the chat application initially, like in Firebase, because it's easier to share. As I said, like once I complete this template, I wanted to share with users as a clone project, so they can copy and create in their own project, like in their own FlutterFlow dashboard. Firebase is slow, I understand, but for basic, I just wanted to start as basic and advance as we progress. And I'm also planning to use WebSockets and create custom API for chat, and they can host themselves. So this is definitely there in the checklist for future. But currently, the reason is I wanted to start as basic and then evolve as we see more and more features. Even I got comments from Superbay, this one, Reddit, using Superbase or like for file sharing, like videos and images to use some custom hosting and etc. But I just wanted to start as basic, as I said, and eventually evolve as I get more and more feedback from users and create more tutorials. Mhm. So yeah, I've connected the Firebase, and let me select start and logged in page correctly. Firebase will make sure we generate config files correctly. So I have connected the Firebase. So I was thinking to use an open source UI template to create the UI. So the one you see here is just created by me. I didn't have any standard design to follow. So let me get my other account. So yeah, so initially I thought I'll use any open source templates to refer for the design, but I didn't really like it much. So then I have this initial UI, what you see here, so which is just created by me. So yeah, I guess we can use this design with different colors and etc. So I've duplicated this. So basically, I duplicate this because I already defined the theme. So theme colors, like what all colors I need during the development. You can also do the same using. You can define the primary colors and all the other colors you will use for success states, error states, borders, backgrounds, etc. in the themes, and also import your icons if you, in case if you use custom icons. So if you wanted to use custom icons, I'll show you it process. You can use that. Let me um, delete all the folders. Actually, this was one of my side project which I was working. So yeah, so we have the empty project here. I'll also delete all the custom code. So yeah, we'll connect the Firebase account again. I'll use the same bundle ID we had for the other project, so we don't change anything. We generate configuration files. So Firebase is in sync. Okay, so for storage, we'll manage outside FlutterFlow directly in Firebase. I'll tell you like as we reach to that step. So as I said, you can initial step is connecting Firebase if you have database, etc., and then adding all the assets you need to for the app. You can connect those assets. You can uh, add the all those launcher icons, error image, etc. Like as you see here, we have error image, launcher icons, and splash screen, etc. And you can set your own theme, font. If you want, like if you have a custom font, you can add your custom font. You can add your custom icons. So custom icons. So as I said, if you wanted to add custom icons, there is. I'll tell you my tricks. What all I use. So in case if I need any custom icon, which is not available in FlutterFlow natively, or it's very basic, maybe I need something different. Usually, what I do is I'll go to SVG repo where I can find SVGs of the particular icon. Let's say I want search icon. So I'll just search it. Let's say like this particular icon, I can download it. So it is downloaded, and I go to website called icomoon.com. Just search icomoon, and once you go to icomoon, you need to click icomoon app. Once you click that, you'll go to this interface, and let's say you wanted the icon. So as you download the SVG icon, you can directly import that icon. I think it's not recognizing it. Let's try with it. So basically, when you have multicolors, it'll get confused sometimes. So make sure to use monocolors, which are like single colors, and download one of them here. And I can import icons here. One of the both are not visible. Yeah, so this is visible. Sometimes like if we have like multiple colors, or the colors, like if it is not able to recognize, so it'll just be blank. And also when you import those to FlutterFlow, also you'll have a problem because it's not properly visible in FlutterFlow also. And in case if you have any PNG and you wanted to convert it to SVG, like for proper SVG with single color, there is a website called Victor Maker. VictorMaker.co. I'll leave it in the comments. VictorMaker.co, and the website name here is icomoon.app. So Victor Maker, why I like this is I can exactly have the icons as I need. For example, let's say I have PNG icons. Like you can see the icons files here. Like all these are high scaled PNGs. If I need any particular icon, let's say I need a mic icon for chat, right? So I can open this mic icon. So it will analyze it. It will show like it will identify different fonts or colors it have. So what I'll do, I'll use single color. So as you see, one steps, which is what we need. So it will convert that into one SVG. We download that file, and what we do, we import that to icomoon. So we'll select this icon from here, and we go to generate font, and we go to settings, and in settings we'll name it as chat icons, right? Custom chat, or like just chat icons. And make sure generate Dart class for Flutter is enabled, because this is one which we need to import icons to FlutterFlow. So make sure this is checked. We don't need this. And just verify again if everything is correct. So as we are importing, we'll also import all the other icons. So what I said we need for chat. So we need mic icon, and we need search icon. So we need search icon. Add that here. Download that. And I also need the send icon to. These are like common icons I need for the chat application. Also download that. And this is clear, because like if I export that as an icon, I'll get like I can expect what to get. Sometimes svgrepo.com is also good, but sometimes it will not recognize as full vectors in while importing in Icomon. You can also try this. Like some icons we're not able to import properly. So that's one downside of it. Send icon, and you may also need the files icon. I'll just add this. I'll already have. I need more. Yeah, more. I need both vertical and horizontal. The thing about Vector Maker is we can just convert one icon at a time. We cannot have multiples. That's one downside of it. The thing is, whatever you do, like it will have perfect icon. Also need vertical, horizontal icon. And you need profile, user. See, this is like you see, this is multicolor, right? This go, even if you select this, we're going to get it in one color. If you are like these colors like duo colors or multicolors, it'll be a problem there. So have logout, login. I also need logout, login, or logout. Basically, we need this. Download here, and we'll add location features later, but also we'll add that for now. So make sure like it's just one color, not just multiple colors. Multiple colors, it will be a problem sometimes. Icon, and what else we need it? Oh. You may need others. We'll also, main check icon. Yeah, so this is main we need for the seen and unseen feature. Also add that. Put clear. Double check. Download. And profile. Let's see where we have that. You also need arrow icons. Arrow left, arrow right. So I'm importing all these icons because these are much like good looking icons. Honestly, I don't like the icons which are natively in FlutterFlow because they're a little bit ugly, to be honest. So I just like the look and feel of this icon, what I'm importing right now. So we'll use this. I also need notifications icon. I can note down the links what I pasted in the chat, so it's useful for you. It's really efficient for adding icons and etc. And basically that is it. We'll import later if you need any other icons. So once you add that, like I can import all those icons here. I'll delete this one. So even here, you can see the other icons I imported, they're not clear. So all the other ones which I added, also like most of them are correct, but location icon, you can see it is a field one. So even though like we have single color, sometimes it's not going to import properly. So I'll just delete this. You can also search the icons you need here. Sometimes you'll get good icons. Let's say location. I need exact location type icon as we saw there. So I have a bunch of icons here. I think the closest one is this one. I'll use this feather one. And yeah, feather icon. And we'll check all these icons to import. Select all this. Go to generate font. I have this. To just make the search easier, I'll just delete all the unwanted text here. Arrow left. Arrow right. You can also name them. It's easier for search. In case you in FlutterFlow you wanted to search and you wanted to, if you have like too many icons, it's easier. Put more unwanted text here. So yeah, so as I said, make sure you enable this dot class for Flutter, and you can name however you want, and just click download. Once you click download, you'll have the file in zip format. Go to your file, this one, and extract all. Just copy that URL. Now go to chat, this one. So I already have all the required icons. So here, I imported before, but I can show you. You can press on add icons, upload icon file, and you can see. You can also copy paste the link what you copied there on the extract. So when you click on that, you need to click fonts. You'll have true font file type. You have to select that and open, and it will analyze, and it will ask for a icon dot file. So this is why I said you need to enable the dot class there. So you can just go back. You'll find a dot source file. Select that, and we'll have the icons here. You can see all the icons are done. So you can just add icons here, and we'll have icons. So you can use these icons in the app. You can say you wanted this. icon here. We'll just add it here. So we have all these icons. We can search for so search icon. You can search here. You can select color, like you can give color for it, etc. So for now, I'll delete the older one. So I just wanted to do everything from scratch. So we'll just delete that. So now we have the chat icons required. In case if I want more, I'll do the same approach, what I showed you right now. And make sure you select all the theme, like loading star, bar, and all the other themes. And main thing is color. Make sure you set the main theme colors properly, so you don't have to do rework again in future. If you hard code colors, it's really hard to track them back in case if you need dark mode, light mode, and it's not just efficient. So make sure to create like if the color is used more than once, make sure to just create a color and name it accordingly, so it's easy for future reference. And also you don't need to worry a lot about color, like theming and etc., when we have everything set, right? So I'll just delete this. Now I need to create authentication page. So as I said, same approach as I said before. I'll create authentication. And I'll add pages folder, pages components. I name this as Authflow. And root, I'll name it as just auth. So it's just good looking URL. Entry page. Authflow. When we log in, we'll set this. So we already saw connected Firebase, and now we need to create UI of authentication. So authentication, I am thinking to use thinking to use a different UI than this. Let me see if we have anything in the Figma. So I prefer having Figma because we have a lot of clarity on what we are working on. For example, you can see, like, if I select any particular text, or this one will have the font weight, color, etc., etc. So for this one, I'll use a different because the theme what you see here is defined by a template. So I'll use the same authentication thing. So this is also an open source, closed source. Actually, it's not open source. I like the design of this particular template, so we'll use that. It's really good. Like, it's very structured, as you see here. We have colors defined, everything. So I'm using the same colors I imported in FlutterFlow for both dark mode and light mode, and you can see typography, etc. So when we have good Figma design, it's really easy to design pages also. So yeah, so you can see we have a lot of authentication UI here. So we'll use one of them. We have sign in, login page UI. So we'll use the same UI for us also. So for this, already have the theme set up. So I'll use primary background for this, and add a row or column. Row is good. Wait. Let me see how I had it here. So I used a container. Yes, this is a different one. I'll use a row, and I'll add a. So basically, when I see any UI, so I'll have basic structure in mind. For example, you can see the authentication, right? We'll ignore the background, this one. So we're not going to do this. Just like paste authentication form. So we have the structure. I see like we have row, and then I see a container here. I'll add that container. This row will add middle, and here we'll have container in the middle. We'll remove those width and height, and then we have the container. In container we have all these properties, so which is going to be in a column. We'll add column here and make it minimum, and I see a padding of I don't see any particular padding here, but we'll give it 24. 32. And we have border radius of 6 pixel. I'll keep it 6. Now also you can see like most of the colors, like as I'm selecting them, they're already being like used accordingly, right? So this is why I said like we need to set the colors in the theme, so it's easy. So we have column, and we have the logo and the brand. So, and again we need a row. We'll add a logo. Logo we have around 24, 32. And we'll have text inside it. Text we have weight of 700, size 22. This is big. 18. I'll name the app as chat flow or something, and we'll give it spacing of 8 or 6. It's good. Text primary. And we have a welcome text here. We'll add another column because these two will welcome to Wixie, and this subtext will wrap it into one column. And then we'll add the text here. And for the main parent column, we'll give a spacing of 24, which is ideal. You can copy this text here and come to chat flow, and so we'll keep the alignment to start. And it's 24,500. It's a little bit big. I'll keep it 20. And line height, keep it 1.4. It's medium. Size. Duplicate this, and for this column we'll give spacing of 6. We'll add text here and alignment to start. The text of this is secondary, 415 pixel. We'll give it around 16 pixel or 16, 400. And text color is secondary. have fixed width of 460 here. We'll give 460 and let this be in the center. And we have text field. So even for text field, you can see we have the text and the text field. So we'll have to group it into one column here. We'll name it as your text field, and we'll add the text and text field. Then the alignment is to start. We'll keep a gap of 6 pixels here. And we'll name it as so in our case it's just email, so we'll just keep it as email. And it's 13 pixels and 400. So, and one more thing, so basically when I see the design in FlutterFlow, right, when I design the UI, so usually instead of random numbers or some random guess, I keep one single principle which always like stays consistent for me. I'll show you. So I'll follow the design principle, which is like 8 into x. So we have 8. Let's say I use minimum of 8 pixels. This can be either 4 or 6, right? 4, 6, 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48. So we just increment it by 8. And if it is very small, we use like 4, 6 pixels. So now it showed us around, like let's say we have around 13 pixel, right? So if I use 13 pixels, like we just to keep consistency with the design, I'll be using 14 pixel, 14 or 16, right? So it's just one simple trick I use during design in FlutterFlow. So it was 13, so I'll name it 14, and we have 400, and the text color is text primary text. Yeah, primary text, and we have text field here. Our text field styling, we have 150 pixel border. I'll keep this as expanding. So we have this. Text field will keep it as in outline and input border. So all these themes, the custom themes, are like already added in the theme section. So you need to add this. Don't have any field color. It's not filled. We have border color. You need to define all these colors in the color section. Focus border will keep it as primary, and primary cursor color will keep it as primary, and keyboard type is text, and submit type will keep it as next. and the initial text will have enter your email. Text disabled. Whereas yes, we have 6 there. So what we'll make, so we are going to use this text field multiple times. So what I'll do is I'll convert this as component, so we can use it multiple times. So I'll add name it as input field. So and also while naming in FlutterFlow, I majorly use snake case for naming folders, naming data types, naming pages, etc. And mostly everything will be in smaller case. And if it is separate words, I'll use snake case for separating them, because it's clear and organized. If we wanted to be like it just looks nice. This is one of the other thing I follow while creating projects. Input field, and we can make this input field customizable. So we have title. Let's create a parameter named title. And it will be a string, and we'll have hint text. So in parameters, you cannot name snake case, so we'll use Pascal case. It is also a string. And I'll pass the parameters here dynamically, so I can use the same text field in multiple places, right? Default, I'll just add 2 icons. And we have hint text. And also we can have initial text. Some cases, if I wanted to add initial, like we have initial text in some cases, like in editing field or etc. So we'll have initial text parameter. Initial text, that is also a string. So this is it. And if you wanted to customize any other parameters, etc., you can pass the parameters there and use it dynamically here. So as this is a field which I reuse in different pages, so I'll create one more folder named shared. So these shared components, so I'll put it into shared component, and here I'll pass values dynamically. So title, I'll pass it as email. In text, currently I don't have any in text, so I'll leave it as it is. Initial text in text. Now I'll duplicate this, so you can see how efficient is it to reuse the things. So now I have one more field called password. So password, you can see we have this icon, so you might need to create one more component for that. So I'll duplicate this component. We'll name it as password field. So for this, we'll enable fast password field here.
Yeah.
We'll add the password field here. And pass the parameters like password and title and etc. I remember me and forgot password. For this, I guess we don't need this remember me, so we'll just use forgot password here. And we can also create that. So it's a primary color. And the checkbox here. Check it is. Keep it as primary text. Secondary text. And this we have border pixel of 4, border radius. Keep it as it is. And now the text. We'll name it as Remember Me. Have 415. So as you can see, we have 15 pixels here. So I'll use 16. 16. And 14 is good. Here's text primary. Login button. We also have the shadow here. So we don't add any shadow here for this 515 pixels. And we have a text here. For this we can use rich text. We'll center it. For initial text, we have neutral platform. So this is primary. Have a divider here. So again, we'll add a row, and in that row, we'll add a container, and let's keep it as 1 pixel here. pixel. Color will keep it as divider. And expand it. Add a text. Just copy paste that this one. And we specify 6 pixels here. Get here 8 pixels padding. Name it as or. Primary text. When we duplicate this container, shift and right arrow, it will go to that side of the row. And have divider. We'll make it 10 pixels gap here, not 12. And we have social logins. For now, we don't have social logins. So I think we don't need this. We already don't have social login, so we'll just leave it. And for different, so now you need to create sign up UI. So what we'll do, we'll create a page state called is sign up. Keep it as boolean. Default it is login, so we'll just keep it as false. And the UI inside this will change. We'll wrap with a conditional builder, and we'll keep a condition that a single condition page state is sign up is equals to true is equals to false actually. Yeah, let's keep it true. If it is true, it will show sign up page, which we'll name it as sign up here. Sign up. Also, you can name the input fields here. So here it is. Let me copy the UI. So that is sign up and this is login. Let's login. We'll name these fields. So while setting the backend, we can identify the fields. Email, password. So to identify this is login email, so I'll tag it as login email. Login email, login password. Password. So sign up. So as I said, like the input fields were dynamic, right? So for sign up, we can just duplicate and use the same fields. So we have login and sign up here. So we'll duplicate this input field. Make sure it is not expanded. And here we have username. and email. So we'll name it as sign up. Sign up username. Sign up email. Sign up password. We'll remove this. Sign up. Okay, we need that. We'll remove this one. This will name it as privacy and terms. You can link your privacy and terms here. This is a rich text, so replace widget with rich text. Copy privacy and terms. Paste them and change their color. Sign up. So that's it. Need to make it responsive. So we open the project in VS Code directly because it's much easier to test the project instead of running in FlutterFlow, because it just have 30 minutes of limit. So once we open the project in VS Code, you run flutter pub get, and then you run flutter clean. And to run the project, you make sure, like, if it is in mobile, you can connect your mobile device. Currently, I just wanted to run it in web. I'll run it in web. Flutter run. Run it. It will ask for the options. You can type 1 for choosing Chrome. It will run in Chrome. Okay, so I made a mistake here. So as I duplicated this, but to add a thing, lock the menu, which is failing. Just delete that flutter name. We'll run it again. This time, hopefully, it runs correctly. So its app is running. So as you can see here, so if I want to create account, I can create account or sign in, and you can see the user fields. So they're working. And also, so all this title text and descriptions, if you're reusing in the app, you can convert them to theme style widget, so which we will save in theme widgets, so it can be reused across the app, and we have centralized place where we can customize it once instead of multiple times if it is used so many times. So for this application, I'm not using it too many times, so I'm not converting them like that. So you can also do like that. So you can see it is responsive for both mobile and web. You can see here, critical UI, and now we can add functionality. I create login, email, my variable. So as I named them earlier, you can go to widget state. You can see login email, login password. So I will select it, select the text fields inside it. Login password, and login. And we go to sign up UI. Create redaction, create account, email from a variable. We need to have a confirm password also here. Also name it accordingly. Confirm password. And just for UI UX perspective, this field is only visible when password field is set. So go to widget state, sign up password is set and not empty, then it will be visible, or else it's not visible. Go to sign up and username, go to display name from a variable. So first we'll set this confirm password here, set state, confirm password. sign up username. And in case you wanted to store privacy policy status, remove this collection. These terms agreed. We'll keep it as boolean. So based on this, you can name it as terms, and add one more field here. And also, if it is disabled, you can also disable the field. Only once it is agreed, we'll enable it from a variable. Widget state comes value, and we'll disable the button. We'll enable it only when disable it if login field terms value is set and it's not set. Okay. Action disable. So we have added it here like this, and let's push the code. Currently, basically, these options would appear in the bottom here to pull the code. For some reason, it's not visible here. So we can open in VSCode like this. So it will pull the latest code. You can just press Control, this one, Shift R or just R. Refresh the UI. So, yeah. Okay, this is visible. Now let's remove this condition here. Create a new folder, chats, folder called pages. page called home. Create account. I also note that when we add components, if you set it as expanded, sometimes you'll face these null errors. So make sure it is always compressed. So Control S. Okay, now it's visible. So we can directly pull the code from FlutterFlow. Pull the code here. Once it's pulled, you can just restart and restart the app. Create an account and create my username. Pull. understand. Weird error. So even though I'm having correct passwords, it's not accepting for some reason. For some reason, I'm getting a weird error. We're using components, and both instances are connected, even though they're different. Need to debug this. Okay. I duplicated that, so I think it's showing that error. So the same error does not have for these two fields, only for these two. So I guess because of that, let me duplicate and rename it. This is really a little bit frustrating. Let me remove that. Okay. So because we duplicated from login, I think because of that, we were getting that error. So let us remove that and reuse it and see if it goes. Password, confirm password, confirm password, username also. Let's duplicate this. Username. Let's say it is fixed. If it is fixed, so no, again. So as I said, we need to remove that expanded values. So this one, I don't know why weirdly it automatically when we duplicate components it becomes like this. So let's reload. Now see if we change text. Yeah, again. I don't know how these things are linked. Let's edit again. See again, like make sure like it is minimized, not expanded. Try to username. Name. Chill text. Sign up. User name. Confirm password. Again, same. We need to minimize this. Confirm. Oh. I don't know how these two things are linked, but values, if I enter here, it's also getting populated here. I name them differently. We'll do one thing, we'll wrap this into one column. 24 column. So adapt the UI to the main text field to one conditional builder. So I think it will maintain single state instead of connecting one another. I don't know. It's a weird connection. I don't know why it's happened. It states sign up is equals to true. If we see sign up is equals to true, it will execute sign up actions. Create account will be sign up email, sign up password, sign up confirm password, display name, sign up username, and terms be terms value, and we'll terminate this add action, login, email from variable. So email, login email, login password, and terminate. Oh. So I created I wrapped all the UI separately. So instead of one conditional builder, I guess this time we'll have single instances instead of connected one. Let's see how it works. You create a condition. Is sign up is equals to false. Else I'll show this. Let's see if this time we'll have different instances. Yeah, we are referring the design from Figma. Reload. Oh, I think one of the some components is expanded. We need to make sure it's not expanded. Yeah, again, for some reason it's following the same instance. I think I need to use individual fields instead of components. I think finally we have a different instance. Let's try to log in, sign up, create an account and sign up. Cool at gmail.com. So we have created the authentication flow. Sign in and sign up is working. And next session we'll create the password reset flow, and we jump into the chat UI, as you can see here. So next step will be creating chat UI, and then we'll try to create Firebase schemas and connect them to chat. So yeah, that's it for this session. See you soon. Make sure to subscribe to follow up the series. So this is the first time. I'll make sure next time is more organized and concise, so to follow up properly. Thank you. If anyone have any questions, they can ask in the chat. I can answer. See you soon. I'll host this again. Thank you. We'll see you in day 2.